guys, today I am making a video talking about my hair. I wanted to do this video when I was actually finished with my hair and I had reached the end result that I wanted, and I realized that it's been 2 months basically since I've done this almost, and that I just really wanted to get the first process on film and then we can talk about whatever the end result is when I get there. But I wanted to talk about it before I threw the products away, before I forgot kind of what I did. But for those of you that don't know, if you go back and look at some of my older videos, I do have like really dark brown hair. In some videos it is just all dark brown, and then kind of in my more recent dark brown ones I have like an ombre. So I had about a level 4 from kind of roots to somewhere in here, and then I had, you know, my ombre ends, and there's actually some dark brown pieces that were down through the ombre as well to make it blend a little bit better. We kind of did the back comb method when we did my ombre, so of course there were a couple strands that were actually dark that were down in the ombre part too. But the ends were pretty light, they weren't super light. I think we got those to like a level 6, like level 7, somewhere in there. Probably like a 7, and then we got down to like maybe a 6 with the toner. I don't know, something like that though. But that's kind of what I started with. I had quite a bit of outgrowth. I think I had like 2 inches of outgrowth because I think I got the ombre done in February and I did this in June. So I had quite a bit of outgrowth. Obviously I have a lot of outgrowth now, but anyways, so first things first, I kind of did a color remover, and I did the color corrector color. This is the color correcting system. It's got kind of a long confusing name, but basically it comes with a step 1 and step 2. This is similar to like color oops and stuff that you'd get at Sally's, but there is the lotion and then there is lotion 1 and 2, and you mix these two together, and it smells like sulfur and it smells awful and it's not fun. But the Kenra color remover is actually, I think in my opinion, one of the better color removers that I've tried. It does a pretty good job. I've heard really good things about the Pravana color remover as well, but I didn't get that one. Where I was getting these products from, I got them from Cosmoprof, and Cosmoprof didn't have Pravana color remover. So I just got the Kenra one because I've used this before and it's good. The only thing is with my length of hair, I really think I should have grabbed 2 because it was just barely enough product. And typically the color remover, when I do this, I see a drastic difference. But this time it was a little bit more subtle. I didn't really see as much of a difference. My hair was a little more red toned, which made sense because underneath the brown was red. And I think that was really it. The brown was just a little bit more red looking. So this didn't actually do a lot, which is, I don't know, I was kind of surprised by that, but then when I thought about how many times I'd colored my hair brown and how many layers of brown there were, I kind of wasn't that surprised then. So kind of from there, you have the option to do the color remover step again. You can do it, I think, like 2 or 3 times. It's probably the most I would really recommend. But I just was like, yeah, we're gonna move on to the next step. So the next step, and I saw this in another YouTube video, and if I can find it, I will link the person's channel or their video. But I kind of watched some YouTube videos too, just to see what other people did to get blonde. Even though I do have a cosmetology license and I went to hair school and everything and I graduated, I don't know. I just kind of like to see what works for other people sometimes. Like, it's okay to see what other people's opinions are and stuff and what worked for them. So in one of these videos, the girl had red hair, and I think it was like Manic Panic Red or something like that. And those colors can be really hard to get out of your hair. And she talked about using a high lift color. So I grabbed the Paul Mitchell. This is the High Lift Platinum Blonde. The reason I grabbed this one is because I knew my hair was going to be warm, and I didn't want it to be orange or red, so I grabbed the platinum one knowing it was going to have some obviously like purple tones in it to, you know, counteract the warmth. And this kind of blew me away by how much lifting it did on its own. These high lift colors, they have to be mixed with 40 volume. I know that there are a couple brands at Sally's Beauty Supply that do carry high lift color, but basically you mix this with 40 volume developer and they lift as much as they possibly can. And if you went to hair school or you know a little bit about hair color, color doesn't lift color. That's just kind of the basics of it. And it kind of didn't lift my color, which is fine, but my roots got really light and the ends of my hair got lighter, and then kind of the mid shaft of my hair, it went, I would say, probably a full shade lighter. Like it was like a level 5 then. And this is a picture from that day. Of course it has a filter, so I feel like it doesn't actually look as accurate, but the mid shaft where it was that dark brown color was definitely a lot lighter. Yeah, like on camera it looks like it's still a black brown, but it had definitely gotten lighter. People, like my family and stuff, had noticed and they were like, yo, did you dye your hair? And I'm like, I did, but you know, I'm kind of in between. Which is also why I have the hat on, because since my roots went really light because they were my natural color, there was no color on them at all. They went really light, so I had to wear a hat because I looked really stupid with like really blonde roots, brown mid shaft to kind of an ashy blonde ends. So that actually did a lot, and I think it was, I don't know, it just seemed like it kind of took a lot of color out, which was surprising because like I said, color doesn't lift color, and that kind of, like I said, just blows my mind in color theory. Like I can't believe it did what it did. But from there, I bleached my hair. I think I did Kenra bleach, and I believe I did 30 from like on the brown places, and then I just did 20 on my kind of already lightened roots and on the ends. And that got me to the color that I am now. So I feel like you can tell that my hair is still like a little bit brassy. This side over here looks really brassy. For some reason this particular piece does. But I mean, my roots were really nice light color, and then as you get to the ends it gets brassier and it's not as pretty. But that is how I got really light hair really fast. I think I did that over a 3-day process. I had 3 days off and I just kind of did one step a day. So that kind of worked out well for me. But that's how I got it from super dark to this light in kind of one process. I'm not sure what the end goal is yet. I do kind of have an idea. I'll show you my little Pinterest picture. But I'm not sure, just because I do think I look better with warmer hair. And I don't want my hair to be platinum, but I'm also not liking how warm it is. So I'm kind of leaning towards something like this. I know on camera it looks super cool, but in like person it's a little more neutral blonde, which is kind of what I think I'm leaning towards. I do like this color up in here, the root color. It's pretty light, but I don't know. Then I also considered doing an ombre with like my natural color and then the ends just being really light. But I'm not sure what the end goal is yet. Like I said, I'm going to decide in the next couple weeks because I need to get my hair cut and I kind of want to have the color figured out by then too. So I don't know what the end result is quite yet, but I did want to just take a quick minute to kind of talk about how I got it from super dark to this, which is pretty light. It's at least a 9, if not pretty close to a 10. My roots are definitely, I would say, a 10 because they are just super light. Not this root, but the part that was originally my roots was like a level 10. So I will, like I said, if you guys want me to do another video about, you know, whatever the end result is when I get there, I will. But that's kind of the thing too, is I don't want to do this video and have to try to answer everybody's hair questions. It's not that I'm trying to be rude, it's just that without actually seeing your hair and stuff, I don't know. And also being a licensed hairstylist, like, yes, I'm licensed, but I only went to school. I worked in a salon for a few months as a receptionist, and then I quit, and now I work at Ulta. Makeup has always been probably my more true passion than hair. So basically my hair color knowledge, I basically just do my friends' hair, not friends, mostly just family, and my own. So I wouldn't even really say I'm a professional hairstylist because even though I have more knowledge in the general public, I don't actually have the years of experience that most stylists do, and, you know, respect them for having that, you know, knowledge. So I might be able to answer like some kind of general questions, but I don't feel like I have enough knowledge to actually answer people's more complicated questions and their complicated scenarios. It's, you know, not me trying to be rude, I just don't want to tell you something and you mess up your hair. So in doubt, kind of go to see a hairstylist, but this is kind of what I did to get at this light. So I am done rambling now. For my like regular subscribers, I will have my Ulta tips and tricks video I'm hoping up in the next 2 weeks. I'm just kind of taking notes on stuff that I want to talk about, and yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.